And on the doors, we're walking in, I'm loading in equipment, and on the door it's carved out in the wood, like somebody took a big old knife and just carved it just to make sure you understood we mean business, you know. He said, you're about to go into the house of God. And I'm sure it was in his tone of voice too. You're going into the house of God. Be reverent in every aspect. Don't lift your hands, don't make noise, don't do anything loud or obnoxious. Be reverent. And I told Christy, he said, babe, come here. I don't know if they understood who they called here to sing at his church, but hey. But I want to tell you about a song that we wrote about my grandfather, where we get all this charisma and all this stuff. It comes from my grandpappy. I got my clothes are clean, y'all. I'm just letting you know. My wife is a great housekeeper. She's more than that.
Only because he married me.
That's right. And I just kept, I'm like, what is sticking to me? But anyway, where am I at? Oh, my grandpappy. My grandfather, he was a preacher. He's a rough man. And I guess I shouldn't take my guitar off. But he was a real rough man. He was raised up in Middle Tennessee there, South Central Tennessee, and he kind of came up in the foster system. Matter of fact, when he was just a young boy, he found his own daddy killed, face down, shot in the back with a shotgun in a creek bed. Came up to his mama, my great-grandmother, said, go find your daddy. He's not home. He's supposed to be home. And if we came up on him and found him dead, face down in the creek bed. And it was talked about that the man that shot him was his own, thank you, dear, was his own brother over a woman and moonshine. Now, y'all, now you understand why we like country. Ain't that a country song right there? Moonshine and a woman. But one day, he met Jesus on the road home, coming home from work.
Yes.
And it was something that he knew was different. Thank you, dear. See, isn't she awesome? Where would I be? But I love her so much. But my granddaddy turned into a preaching machine, y'all. I'm not talking about this cute kind of preaching. I mean, it got all kinds of excited. And when he told you about the love of God, he really meant that God can change anybody because he changed him. And I'm going to sing you a song. This was a single of ours, the first single that we put out off our latest project. This song is called Preacher Man. And if you don't mind helping us put your hands together, I want you to help us out. It goes just like this right here. That's it. Well, he was ready to stay, pulled from the grave the moment that God showed up. Headed home one day, he told Alicia, came out a rusted old beat-up truck. Everybody knew there was something new, but they couldn't quite explain. The man who left for work that morning didn't come home the same. He became a fire-breathing, devil-chasing, soul-saving, life-speaking, heart-breaking kind of a man. From Monday to Sunday, he lived the same way, breaking all the devil's plans. He walked the talk and he talked the truth with a Bible in his hand. Say everybody knew my old grandpappy was a Rocky Top preacher man. He preached the cross and he reached the lost at many a back road church. And from town to town and miles around, the people come to watch God work. Everybody knew there was something new, but they couldn't quite explain. The proof was on those homemade altars where sins were washed away. He was a fire-breathing, devil-chasing, soul-saving, life-speaking, heart-breaking kind of a man. From Monday to Sunday, he lived the same way, breaking all the devil's plans. He walked the talk and he talked the truth with a Bible in his hand. Say everybody knew my whole grandpappy was a Rocky Top preacher man. Yes, sir. Oh, he was a fire-breathing, devil-chasing, soul-saving, life-speaking, heart-breaking kind of a man. Monday to Sunday, he the same way, believing all the devil's plans. And he walked the talk and he talked the truth with the Bible in his hand. Said, I knew my home and was a Rocky Top preacher man. I said, I knew my old grandpappy was a Rocky Top preacher man.